I'm Oliver. Today, we're going to talk about why your comfort zone is a death zone. So, let's talk about the final chapter of a love story that no one wants to write. It's the story of a couple who have built a beautiful life together. They are perfect partners. They finish each other's sentences. They manage their home with seamless efficiency. They are incredible co parents. They have achieved the ultimate goal, a relationship built on deep love, trust, and absolute comfort. There's just one problem. They haven't been intimate in months. The fire, the spark, the raw desire they once felt has faded into a quiet, predictable, sibling like affection. They love each other, but they don't want each other anymore. Why does this happen? Why does the fiery passion that launches a relationship so often die in the calm, safe harbor of a long term partnership? Because the psychological needs of love and the needs of desire are sometimes in direct opposition. Love craves closeness, security, and the elimination of all distance. Desire, on the other hand, is eroticism, and it is fueled by the very things love seeks to destroy: mystery, distance, tension, and risk. The single greatest killer of desire is not conflict, it's predictability. Today, we are going to explore the delicate psychological dance between comfort and desire. We'll understand why your comfort zone can become a danger zone for attraction, and I'll give you practical, mature strategies to reintroduce the healthy tension and mystery that are the very oxygen that passion needs to breathe. To understand this, we need to grasp the central paradox, beautifully articulated by renowned therapist Esther Perel. The very thing that builds a secure attachment, closing the gap, is the thing that can extinguish the erotic spark, which needs a gap. Think about it. Love wants to know everything. How was your day? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? It seeks to merge, to become one. Desire, however, doesn't want to know everything. It thrives on the unknown. It is drawn to a partner who is to some extent a separate, sovereign individual with their own thoughts, passions, and a world that doesn't entirely revolve around the relationship. Desire needs a bridge to cross. When you completely merge and there is no bridge, no distance, no mystery, there is nothing for desire to be curious about. So, why does this polarity collapse, turning lovers into roommates? First, radical transparency leads to a merging. In our quest for security, we eliminate all mystery. We know every story, every thought, every password. There are no secrets. This is wonderful for trust, but it can be deadly for desire. We stop seeing our partner as this exciting, separate being and start seeing them as an extension of ourselves. Second, the routine rut. Life is demanding. We fall into a predictable script of work, chores, dinner, TV, sleep. Spontaneity dies. There is no adventure, no element of surprise. The relationship becomes a well managed but boring enterprise. Third, the parent child dynamic. As we've discussed on this channel, relationships can fall into a dynamic where one person becomes the caretaker and the other becomes the dependent. This is a complete annihilation of erotic polarity. Desire can only exist between two equals, two adults. It cannot exist between a parent and a child. So, how do we consciously cultivate desire in a safe, loving relationship? It's about being intentional. It's about understanding that love is a state of having, but desire is a state of wanting. You must create space to want each other again. Technique number one: maintain your separate world. To be an object of desire, you must be a separate object. You need to remain an interesting, independent individual, not just one half of a couple. The action plan: you must actively cultivate your own hobbies, your own friendships, and your own passions. Have experiences without your partner. Read books they haven't read. Go on a weekend trip with your friends. Come back to the relationship with new stories, new energy, and a fresh perspective. This is not about creating secrets, it's about maintaining a sense of self. When you are fulfilled and passionate about your own life, you become infinitely more attractive to your partner. You bring a vibrant energy back into the shared space instead of just mirroring their own. Technique number 2. Introduce playful tension. Desire thrives on anticipation and a little bit of playful uncertainty. In the beginning of a relationship, this happens naturally. You're not sure what they're thinking. There's a delicious tension. In a long-term relationship, you have to create this consciously. The action plan. Reintroduce flirtation. Send a cryptic, suggestive text during the workday. Use playful banter and inside jokes. Build anticipation for a date night for days beforehand, talking about what you might do, what you might wear. This is about shifting from a purely logistical communication style to one that includes play, humor, and a bit of teasing. It's a reminder that you are not just co-parents or co-managers. You are two people who desire each other. Technique number 3. Master presence and absence. The power of desire is amplified by the rhythm of connection and separation. The action plan. When you are together, be fully present. This means phones away, distractions off. Give your partner the gift of your undivided, focused attention. This creates a deep sense of being seen and valued. But just as importantly, when you are apart, at work, with your friends, engaged in your hobby, be fully apart. Don't send a constant stream of checking in texts. Give each other the space to miss one another. The joy of reuniting is directly proportional to the quality of the separation. This rhythm of presence and absence is the natural heartbeat of desire. Technique number 4. Be the source of novelty and adventure. Our brains are wired to be stimulated by novelty. The familiar is safe, but the new is exciting. And excitement is a powerful catalyst for desire. The action plan. Intentionally break the routine. Once a month, plan a surprise date where the other person has no idea where you are going. Try a new type of restaurant you've never been to. Take a dance class or a cooking class together. Drive to a nearby town you've never explored. When you experience something new and exciting together, your brains release dopamine and norepinephrine, the same neurochemicals that characterize the beginning of your relationship. You are, in effect, biohacking your brain to recreate that feeling of falling in love all over again by associating your partner with the thrill of the new. A lasting, passionate relationship is a masterpiece of balance. It requires the deep security and comfort of a safe harbor, but it also needs the thrilling energy of the open sea. Too much security, and you have a boring friendship. Too much distance and uncertainty, and you have an anxious mess. The work is to consciously tend to both. Nurture the love with trust and presence, but feed the desire with mystery, separateness, and adventure. Don't let your beautiful love story become a boring story. The greatest gift you can give to your partner is not the comfort of your predictability. It is the continued, evolving gift of your most alive, most passionate, and most interesting self. The spark doesn't have to die. You just have to consciously and lovingly give it air to breathe. What is one small thing you could do this week to introduce a little novelty or healthy tension into your relationship? Share your ideas in the comments. And if you're ready to learn the secrets to a love that lasts, make sure you subscribe.